Alright guys, welcome back. We're going to do something a little different today. One of the things I hear, we're going to do easy banana bread. One of the things I hear mostly from my friends when they watch these videos is, I don't have a KitchenAid mixer, or I don't have that specialty tool, or I don't have this, or whatever. So, this is a very easy banana bread, and I'm not going to use my mixer, and I'm not going to use any special tools. I'm going to use, like right here, I'm using a fork. And you can see the banana, the riper the better. These really weren't ripe enough, but it worked out fine. But typically I would have put this in my food processor or a blender or something and pulverized it, or a hand mixer. But you can use a fork. And you know, in these times right now, nobody wants to go out and spend $300 on a mixer, or, you know. I said, okay, let me do this with something, things that everybody has in their home. So that was a half a cup of butter with 4. I put ripe bananas. Those bananas weren't ripe enough, but I mean, it works. I ate this bread. I had it this morning. It was excellent. And 2 eggs. I used a whisk. You may not have a whisk. If you don't have a whisk, use a fork. That's probably the only specialty tool I used in the whole video, believe it or not. And this is such a basic recipe. So we get 2 eggs here, and we mashed up the bananas with the half a cup of butter, which was 1 stick, the equivalent. It says it right on the side of the butter. And we're going to give this a quick mix. And right now it looks absolutely disgusting, but it comes out really good. So to this, we're going to add 1 cup of sugar. That's actually a little bit less than a cup. Now, once again, things that people have in their home. Not everybody has brown sugar in their house. Not everybody bakes all the time. I happen to have brown sugar, and I would have done this a little differently if I had used it. But I'm trying to use simple stuff people have in their home. Everybody has white sugar in their house. Not everybody has brown sugar. I used a little vanilla extract here. If you don't have it, don't use it. It's optional. If you like it, when you want to go buy some, go ahead. But I mean, you don't absolutely have to put the vanilla in here. Flour. We're going to sift together some baking soda, which you probably have in the house. Now, if the only baking soda you have in your house is that one that you have open in your refrigerator to, you know, alleviate odors from food in your refrigerator, don't use that one. We're talking like 30 cents for a box of baking soda. Alright, so that was 1.5 cups. I go off. 1.5 cups of flour. That's just 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And as you can see from the side of the screen there, that's it. This is basic stuff. I love banana bread with crushed nuts, and I had nuts set aside to put in this bread. And as I was making it, my wife was sitting in front of me, and she said, "You're not going to put those in there, are you?" She doesn't like them. So I very optimistically was going to make 2 loaves, but I didn't. But anyway, we sifted together, and if you didn't, that was another specialty tool, I guess. Sifting the flour, you don't have to sift it. You could have put all that in a bowl and just stirred it well. So, you know, like I said, I have so many people just say to me, "Oh, I don't have the Emulsion Mixer, and I don't have the blah blah blah." There are links underneath my videos to buy that stuff, but if you don't want to buy it, don't buy it. Just, you know, do a workaround. Just like my last video, it was kind of like, you know, you make do with what you have. Same thing here. So you didn't have to sift that flour. You could have just mixed it well together. And that's this whole recipe. At that point, I would have put in my crushed nuts, but I didn't add them. I very optimistically thought I was going to make 2 loaves here. So you see, I'm spraying 2 loaf pans. And once again, I happen to have loaf pans. But I went out and got these because if you don't have a loaf pan, you don't have to go out and spend $15 on a glass fancy loaf pan. These were like 3 for $1, I think. And it worked absolutely fine. So as you can see, I was going to try to squeeze this into 2 because I was thinking those tinfoil loaf-shaped containers were a little smaller than my typical bread loaf pan, but they weren't small enough, so I didn't get any nuts in my bread. How many times you heard me say that? So we're going to put this at 350 for 55 minutes, and voila, that is very basic, very easy banana bread. No special ingredients, no special tools, and you can even have those bananas on the counter for a few days and forget, and they're black, and it doesn't matter if they're black or they are, they're better. and you end up with this. It didn't cost you much. You didn't need any specialty tools. It's hot. It's fresh. It's awesome. I suggest you put crushed nuts in it, but don't tell my wife. Oh yeah, I put this up on the screen too. You know, you can slice this up, tightly wrap it in cling wrap, and then put it in one of those sealed freezer bag things by the slice and throw them in your freezer. They'll last in there for like 3-4 months. And I stick it in my lunch pail. But you know, by 11 o'clock, you know, I'm leaving the house at like 6. By 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, that's ready to eat. It's not hot and delicious like this. You saw I just ripped off a piece and stole it. And there you go. Very basic banana bread with very basic tools. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try it. I hope you do a variation of it. Thanks for coming by. You guys rock. Hi, guys. Just want to say a quick thank you for watching the videos. Please subscribe, like, and share if you enjoyed them. And please come back for the next one.